Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know we haven't seen each other in a really long time. Happy New Year's. I hope that this year brings you so much joy, love, and health, wealth, and love. Yes, I don't know, I just hope it brings you so many great things. So if you guys can tell by today's title of today's video, we're doing a review on Amrezy's collab with Anastasia. It looks like this. But beforehand, you guys know that I like to give you guys a little bit of information about the palette. Also, yes, I did get bangs. Did you notice? Did you notice? But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of information. I gave you guys 3 looks as always, so you guys can get a feel of the entire palette. So let's get into it because I talk so damn much. Okay, as always, I have my notes right here. Now this is Amrezy's second collab with Anastasia. I do have her first one. Let me show it to you guys. Now here is her first collab. This was a while ago. Now this is actually only 10 shadows, so the upgrade is real. The glow up is real. Look at this. It went from this to this big mama right here. That's an upgrade. That's definition of glow up. Okay, so as you guys saw, this baby right here has 16 shades. It's way bigger than the other ones, than like the regular ones. I think the regular ones have 12 shadows or 14 shadows, I'm not sure, but you're getting 2 extra shades in this one, and that makes the retail price go up a little bit, which it retails for $49. It has 7 mattes, 7 metallics, and 2 pressed like glitter pigments in it. It comes out the 15th of this month of January on ABH UK and ABH online, and then on retail, online, and stores it comes out on the 19th. If I am stuttering so much, it's because I haven't done this in a while, so please forgive me. Now this is noncomedogenic, is that how you say it? I'm so sorry, I probably butchered it. It's dermatologist tested and clinically tested, and it is also cruelty free. Is it the shelf life or the life shelf? I always forget this, I'm sorry. It's 18 months. Now the net weight is 0.75 grams, 0.026 ounces each. Now as always, I'm gonna throw up some little clips of how the palette looks. It is so stunning. Here is the box. It's just pink with her name on it. And then you have the beautiful palette itself. It's really pretty and pink, and it's like a glittery textured on the outside. It's absolutely stunning. It definitely reflects Amrezy. And then you open it up and you have a mirror as always. It's a big ass mirror, and it's really just it's just your basic mirror, you know what I'm saying? And then you have the beautiful 16 shadows, and as always the palette does come with a brush as well. Now in the PR kit I did get a mirror with it. I do not know the price of that one. If I do find out the price, I will make sure I will leave it in the description down below. And as always, I like to show you guys some swatches of the palette, but you guys know I don't really care about swatches. I care for how they perform on the eye, of course, but here they are for you guys. So that's pretty much all of the information that I have. All of it will be in the description down below if you guys want to read on it. Again, I did 3 looks. This video is kind of lengthy. I am so sorry. I'll shut up and we'll get into it. Alright you guys, so before I start off this video, I just want to let you guys know that I primed all 3 looks with the Anastasia eye primer. So as you guys can tell, I got bangs. I only got bangs because I am breaking out again. What's new? Yay me. I love my life so much. I'm breaking out again, and I'm breaking out really bad on my forehead. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, probably like, how did you cut your bangs? Your hair gets greasy, blah blah blah. I know, trust me, I know. But you know, I still get really insecure about my acne, and the one that I have on my forehead, which I am not going to show you guys, it is massive. You guys can't see it because it's like right here, and my hair is like, it's like a little, it has like a little oomph, you know what I'm saying? It has an oomph, and you can't see it, but it's like right dead in the center right here, and it is massive, and it's really annoying. But tomorrow, since this video is going up on Wednesday, tomorrow I have a appointment with the dermatologist, and I am really gonna give it to him. Not, that sounds really wrong. I'm really gonna tell him because I can't do it anymore. Like, my skin was thriving for a couple of months, and now it's not. It's just, it's fluking, it's flopping, and I'm sad. So that is why I cut my bangs please spare me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that there's gonna be some comments like, why'd you do that? But I did it. It is what it is, and we're moving on. Okay, so here is Le Palette, and the first color, if you guys already seen, I kind of did like a little halo thing over here. I really wanted to utilize the black in this palette, especially because I don't really use a lot of black when it comes to my videos. And I wanted to use the black in here, which is called BK. It looks like this. It doesn't have a lot of fallout. Actually, it doesn't have any fallout, and surprisingly this palette doesn't have a lot of fallout other than Wasted, because that's like a very loose light color. So it was the only one that had like a lot of fallout in it. Also, I dug my big ass finger in it on accident, and I think every time that I poked the shadow, it just kept on like getting all dusty. So yeah, I'm gonna place this shadow in the corners of my eyes like so, and I'm creating again like this little halo effect, and I'm using the Morphe M506 brush to do this with, and then I'm pushing it inwards into the center of my lid. It's gonna create like a really nice gradient. Oh my gosh, please move. And then I'm gonna add the black on the outer portion of the eye like this. Now I have like a little video clip of this palette next to the Modern Renaissance palette and the Soft Glam palette. They definitely do have this similarity. I think the similarities lie more so in this like little row right here, but that is about it. They're definitely different tones, but they lie in the same like family of tones, if that makes sense. It's like Modern Renaissance and Soft Glam had a baby, and it was this one, you know what I'm saying? So I get like people's concerns when they were saying that it definitely looks like Modern Renaissance and Soft Glam gave birth to this one, you know what I'm saying? So I did put like a little clip up here so you guys can see that. So one thing that I really like is the names. I think the names are really cute. I like how she put her mom in there. I believe you say it Shesma. I could have said it wrong, but it's a beautiful, lovely name. One thing that I will pretty much always say, unless they change the formula and something goes wrong, is the fact that Anastasia always has like a consistent formula, and it's always consistently good. Like, I've never had trouble with any of their like shadows because the formula has always been really good. I will say that like sometimes their shimmer shadows are hard to pick up from the palettes, but overall like their matte shadows, I never ever have any trouble. This palette in particular, like the mattes were just all really nice to work with, and I had absolutely like no trouble with it. Okay, on a clean fluffy brush, I need to switch. I need my mirror, this mirror. Can you guys see it if I put it right in front of me? You guys can't see it. Oh well. I really need it because I cannot see myself. I cannot see like anything that I am doing. Yeah, if I do, I mean, you guys can see it a little bit, but it's not too bad. I am just gonna pick up this other clean Morphe M506 brush. Let me move my bangs. This is what like sucks about having bangs, is that they're always in the way. I'm just gonna blend out that black just a tad bit and get it ready for my transition shade. I'm only using one other shade and then like two in the middle. I wanted to utilize as much shadows as I could so that you guys can get a feel of the entire palette. Now the next shadow that I'm going to use is OG. Now I wanted to show you guys OG and New Yorker. I'm sorry, Amrezy, I probably like flopped at saying that. I know you wanted us to say it with the accent, but I cannot. I'm a flop. So I wanted to show you guys New Yorker and OG because when I swatched them, they kind of looked like really similar. I want to say New Yorker was a tad bit darker than OG, but they look pretty identical. So let me show you guys on my finger first. So this one right here is New Yorker, and then my middle finger is OG, and now I'm gonna swatch them for you guys. Okay, so here are the swatches. Again, this one is New Yorker and then this one is OG. If you guys can see, New Yorker is a little tiny bit like darker than OG. I would have preferred if maybe it was like a little bit more dark. Can you guys see? You guys can't even see that, huh? I would have preferred if New Yorker was a tad bit darker. That way that transition would have been perfect for like a deeper complexion, because these are way too similar to each other, but they are beautiful colors, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought I would just like mention that because again, I thought it was kind of weird. I was just like, why? They look very identical, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of OG. I went too crazy with this color on the other eye, but it does make for a really great transition color, and that is what I'm going to use above BK, which is the black. and just putting it on the outer portions or on the inner corners of my eye. Sorry, not the inner portions. Forgot to shut off my phone. And then I'm putting it on the outer corner as well, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Did I say sorry for my accent on here? If I didn't, I am. I tend to do that all the time. I'm so sorry, but I do want to be consistent this year because I felt like towards the end of the year I really slacked off, and it was because I was just like emotionally and mentally, like, I guess, like a little sad because I just like I felt almost like my creativity like was not there, and so I kind of just stopped filming videos. And I just feel like for me, when I'm like not into doing something, I'm not gonna force myself to do it, you know what I'm saying? I'll just take my time and come back and do it when I am ready. So yeah, this year my goal really is to be more consistent with my YouTube, because YouTube is really what I like to do and it's my passion, you know? It's what I want to do. Like I said, there's nothing else that I like to do, and I always felt like I wasn't really good at anything else, and when I found YouTube, it was something that I was actually good at. So yeah, anyways, I'm talking too much. I am so sorry. Let me continue to do this really quick. All right, you guys, so I really wanted to utilize Dragon, which is this shimmer right here, and I'm going to actually take it on my fingers and deposit that to the center of my lid. Now I want to say that I actually preferred Dragon by itself. On this eye I put Dragon, and then on the top I put Liddy, which was one of the pressed glitters, and I really don't like it. I really like it better like this. I feel like with Liddy, the pressed glitter, it actually toned down the Dragon color. I would rather prefer it with just Dragon, but I already put Liddy on top of it, so what can I do, you know? So you see how just like intense that is? Like, you don't even need anything else. It's so pretty. Jeez! I always forget to shut off my phone when I'm doing this. Okay, so I want to blend out the edges so it does not look so harsh. Just like that. See, I should have left it like this, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna put the glitter shade right now. But I'm getting so much fallout right here from the shimmer shadow. Now on the palette, again, it doesn't have any fallout, but it's the shimmer that is like really falling onto my eye. I should have done my base afterwards because it looks like trash right now. So I'm just gonna take it at the top and just blend it a little bit. So again, for the sake of this video, unfortunately, I really recommend picking up the pressed glitters with your fingers, not with the brush. It just does not work. Like, it just doesn't work. So I'm actually gonna pick it up with my fingers. I'm grabbing this color called Liddy right here, and this one seems to have like purple, pink, like gold shimmer in it or something. Glitter, I mean. And you don't need like a glitter adhesive. You could use it if you want to, but you don't need to. And I'm just gonna pack this glitter in the center like so. Just keep it at the center. Don't like pack it on anywhere else. I should have probably packed it on with my finger on the other eye because I used the brush and, like I said, it just did not work. So just make sure you're using your finger. You do not need, like, your finger is your best tool when it comes to shimmers. Okay, so that is the finished eye. It's pretty freaking simple. You don't need to do anything else to it. All right, you guys, boom, I am done. Lashes on. I put my inner corner star. The lashes that I'm wearing are from Colored Rain in the style Glamazon. I do have a code with them. It's Rocio in all caps. I think you get 20% off or 10% off. I'm not sure. It's one of those two. But yeah, this is the final look. I went and put my contour because I was looking really flat, but this is the final look. I'm actually really happy I didn't do it. Like, I was gonna do a cut crease, and then I was like, oh my god, I already did one. Or what did I do actually? Did I do a cut crease? I have no idea. What look did I do? I know I did a very blended one and this one, and then a half cut crease. I sometimes think that I go overboard with a lot of the cut creases that I do. I just do too many of them, and like, I just don't want to do that. This is a very simple palette with simple shadows, and I didn't feel like going crazy right now, and you know what I'm saying. This is actually fairly cute. I actually like it. But yeah, this is a completed look. Alright guys, let's get into this. So I took Yugo and I used a Morphe M503 brush to do this with. I actually used tape so I can get that really nice like defined wing effect, because I wanted to just create a look where there was like no cut crease and it was just blended together. I always like to give you guys like a cut crease and then like a half cut crease and then like a blended look, and that way you guys can have some kind of like versatile. But again, I didn't have any problems with this shadow and I didn't have any fallout. Then I took Amrezy, and it's the pink shimmer in this palette. It's pretty intense. I didn't have to wet it, but if you want to get like that really like make it more intense, you could wet the brush. I actually even used a fluffy brush to put this on and I had no issues whatsoever. It was really nice, and it was just a really like bright kind of hot pink. On the lid it looks more muted down, but again, like if you want, you could wet your brush to intensify it. Then I use this color called Wasted. I hope Wasted, yes. This color didn't really do much for me. This color is more so a color that you probably put on your brow bone, or again use as a transition shade. And then I took Barb. Barb was my favorite color out of probably like the entire palette, because if you guys can see, it just has like this really pink iridescent shade to it. It's what it is. It's a very Barbie color. It's so pretty, and I really liked how it like swept across the eye really nicely on the lid, I mean, and I had no issues. And here I brought down the lighting so you guys can see the shimmer in Barb and just the rest of the eye. So yeah, we'll move on to the next look. Alright you guys, so on to the second look. I picked up 1988. As you guys can see, I had like little to no fallout. Now be careful picking up the shadow because it's very intense. I picked up way too much that I had to take like more time blending this out, but that's my fault. So just make sure you don't pick up a lot, because again, you don't need that much. I used the Morphe M506 brush to do this with. It's my favorite brush. I use it all the time. Now I'm gonna take Shesma. I hope I said it right. I really like that name. I believe it was Amra's mom's name. I think it's just a beautiful, nice, lovely name. And I put that on top of 1988 to blend out that shadow. It's just a really nice like I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I am so sorry. I hate doing voiceovers, you guys. Anyways, I am picking up Leo. I really like Leo. It's probably like my second favorite color in the palette, because it's just like the pop of color, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a really lovely, beautiful color. And I did not wet my brush. You don't need to. It's already really intense. I did the same thing with Cupcake. I did not wet the brush at all because you don't need to. The only thing I will say is make sure you're not picking up too much, because then I had a hard time blending Cupcake and Leo together. So don't pick up too much. And then I just went back with 1988 and the Shesma color. I'm so sorry. And just blended that into the crease so it could get a really nice gradient. And that is the third and final look, and we will get right into my thoughts, you guys. Alright you guys, my final thoughts. Now you guys know I like to rate the palette, and I definitely rate the palette a 10 out of 10. Like aesthetically pleasing. Like if you look at this palette is absolutely stunning. It gives me Amrezy vibes. I can never say that word right. Vibes. It gives me Amrezy vibes. You could definitely look at it and like this is a reflection of her. So aesthetically pleasing, like it's definitely a 10 out of 10. In terms of the inside, like the shadows, I give it a 9 out of 10. And the reason why is because I really don't like the pressed glitters. I don't like pressed glitters overall in palettes because I have trouble like picking them up. Honestly, your best tool is your finger when you are using either shimmers or pressed glitters, because with a brush it's really difficult to pick up the pressed glitters. That's the only reason why I give it a 9 out of 10. But overall, like I didn't have any troubles with the mattes. The mattes were really easy to blend. Also make sure you're like light-handed with the mattes because they're very pigmented. And also again, Anastasia's formula is always really like consistent. Like they have never really had hiccups with their shadows. Their shadows have always been like really great quality, and that's why I really like their like shadow. The shimmers are always really good too. Like they have some of the best shimmer shadow formula. You do not need to like wet your brush. They are already really intense. I mean, if you want to like make the shimmers like even more intense, you could, but you don't need to, you know what I'm saying? They're always a hit for me. Also, I really like the color scheme that she picked out. It's cohesive. You can get so many looks out of this palette. As you guys saw, I did 3. I also think that this palette is really great for like a working MUA or someone that just wants like a little bit of color on their like on their lid. It's like a working mom or something, I don't know, for like the everyday gal, you know what I'm saying? It is a perfect palette. There was a lot of talk about how the palette is, again, like how I said, it's like a baby of soft glam and modern renaissance and a little bit of the Rivera palette. I definitely agree. I would say that they're not the same colors, but they're in the same like tone of family, if that makes sense. So I could see where people were coming from with that. Now, when someone is making a palette, you have to understand that it reflects that person. So this palette reflects like Amrezy, you know what I'm saying? So I do respect like the colors and the color scheme that she came out with. Now, in terms of ABH and like the overall brand, I did see that Norvina had said that this is like their last collab, and also it makes sense that the last collab was with Amrezy, being that they're friends, and they like Amrezy like was one of the first like Instagrammers that I had ever like followed as well, and she was one of the first like on the ABH, not team, but like someone that Anastasia kind of is befriended the right words, well, became friends with, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that they would collab again, and that this is the last collabo, and I am actually happy that it's the last collab, because like even though I really love Anastasia, and I think what they've been doing overall like the last year, coming out with like a lot of like palettes, I think that it comes to the point where it's like, okay, we've had enough palettes, let's get into like more complexion products, let's get into expanding like the bronzers and coming out with some concealers and stuff like that. And so I'm really glad that it is the last collab, and that they're stepping away from that and they're going to start doing something else, because I'm pretty sure they're going to start doing something else. So I think that it was really important that she did mention that. Now overall, again, this is not a critique on Amra, it's just like a critique more so on the brand, and I thought that I would mention it too because it does correlate with this release, you know what I'm saying? Because we do have to kind of point it out, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think they've done a really great job at taking in feedback. I know Norvina is like really good at taking in constructive criticisms. I can't talk. Every time that I have something like to say, I cannot talk. So I hope that you guys kind of like get what I'm saying. But yeah, Norvina has really taken constructive criticism really well. I remember that she really took into consideration my review of her first Norvina palette, and then she came out with the Norvina collection, and it was amazing. Like, I think she did a really great job. I think she gave the people what she wanted, so I have no doubt that after these collabs she will do that. But overall, this was such a beautiful palette. Congrats, Amrezy. I'm very happy for you. It definitely represents her. What made me so happy about this is the fact that she put like her mom's like name in it, and I thought that was just really nice. Of course, like, that's her mom, she wants to like pay tribute to her. I think it was really lovely, and I really like Barb. Again, like I said, I think that's really cool how she put that name in it because she loves Nicki Minaj, and just like an ode to her like city, Brooklyn, and then New York. I'm sorry I couldn't say it. And then just Leo, her husband. I thought that was very lovely. So yeah, I think this is a beautiful palette. Again, if you want to pick it up, it'll be in stores, I believe, the 19th, and online the 14th. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.